Thank you, everyone, for taking the time to tune in today. Today's episode of the Topping Show is proudly sponsored by Topping Technologies. Topping Technologies is an IT value-added reseller and services company with a special proficiency IT security. Heck, I say our founder at least twice a day, guys. He's quite handsome and brilliant. Ease me, you see, that's a joke. If you're an IT leader or a business owner, you can reach out to the team at sales@toppingtechnologies.com. Also, still giving away a free flamethrower with every IT purchase with Picatinny rail adapter, so you can mount it to any standard AR-15 like all awesome accessories can be. Go to toppingtechnologies.com and click the flamethrower button to learn more and see me shooting a flamethrower. And lastly, trying to get to 6,000 subscribers by the end of the month, so if you can click that button and tell your friends and your enemies, I would greatly appreciate it. Now going over to the business part of the podcast, you have Lamborghini debuting a industry best warranty for their exotic cars. Now, brought to us thanks to thedrive.com, and debatably, maybe I should give a visual disclaimer for this part of the show. I know some people like their SUVs. Personally, I think they're an abomination, just a marked up fancy Audi, but nevertheless, this is credited to Adam Eastmail, who's a writer at, again, thedrive.com. And there you can see their SUV there. And they say, quote, Lamborghini one-ups Hyundai with a 10-year unlimited mileage warranty. Lamborghini has extended its warranties in a commitment to, quote-unquote, defeat time, or at least protect resale values, which, yeah, those usually plummet like a rock, in part because of lack of reliability. You see this especially the German cars. Now, granted, Lamborghini is Italian, which is fancy, though owned by the Germans, since, spoiler alert, Volkswagen Auto Group, or VAG, which, yes, funny name, owns pretty much all the major exotics you'd think of. It owns not just Lamborghini, but also the motorcycle company Ducati, also Bugatti. You also have, of course, Lamborghini. They have Audi, you have Volkswagen, and then you have my personal favorite, Porsche. But there's their SUV right there. And yeah, once the expiration of the warranty comes into place, most of those vehicles are very cheap to buy because they're going to cost, on average, an arm and perhaps a leg when you do any warranty work on them. Now, again, credit to Adam, he says, quote, sorry about that. For a long time, Lamborghini and reliability were mutually exclusive terms that started to shift once the brand wound up in the Volkswagen family. Yes, relatively so. But again, in comparison to before that, because again, it's been owned by multiple companies since the founder, Mr. Lamborghini himself, founded it all those years ago. I mean, yeah, it improved, but I wouldn't say, yeah, it was, statistically speaking, almost impossible to get worse than what it was. Nevertheless, they say, quote, a brand wound up as part of the Volkswagen family, and today its best-selling product is really an Audi. So it's not very surprising that Lamborghini has backed its very expensive products with a warranty in recent years. What is surprising is the length of the warranty, as the Italian automaker, I'm sorry, first pronounce it Italian, which is it me, or every time I see that word, that's how I hear it. Maybe it's just me. Now they say again, the Italian automaker is now offering 5 years of bumper-to-bumper coverage by default, and up to 10 via its this has to be Italian, Selezione program. Oh, and the mileage is unlimited. They say previously all new Lamborghini models received a 3-year unlimited mile warranty. Now Lamborghini is extending it by another 2 years, adding a scheduled maintenance, while the Selezione extension pushes the coverage out for a decade for those who choose it. If the vehicle is in question a hybrid, which a hybrid Lamborghini, what's wrong with the world these days? Nevertheless, they say its high voltage battery will be covered for 8 years by default, which, yeah, the hybrids, well, not just lack of soul and heart, but another Achilles heel of that when it comes to vehicles is, yeah, those giant expensive batteries. I especially make fun of the Toyota Prius, which, again, they are marvels of engineering, but yeah, once those batteries go, it's basically junk. Even when I lived in Iowa, I remember there was a Prius for sale. It was like $3,000. It was because, well, yeah, the batteries are dead, had 100,000 miles. It was basically just a four-banger, a regular vehicle, because the batteries wouldn't charge or function. Again, it's getting 8 years of a warranty. That's pretty good. They say that's default. They say that's particularly important given the 3 core models of the brand's range are now electrified. Ugh. I had that ugh part. You can see the interior of their SUV, which, yeah. They say, all in all, Lamborghini's warranties are starting to resemble some of the mainstream brand Kia Hyundai, which, again, same company, just like how GM has Cadillac and other brands. They say that Kia, Hyundai, and Genesis have touted the 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty for ages, which, yeah, when I was in the automotive industry over a decade ago, that was revolutionary. It was, no one really saw it, and it drove so many people to become first-time buyers for Hyundai Kia, because, again, that peace of mind. And to their credit, when the stuff did break, which tended to happen, they would take care of it, because, again, it was under the warranty. Now, they say, alongside for decades, the 5-year, 6,000-mile basic coverage, Mitsubishi, that they exist, Sad how they make SUVs only now, but nevertheless. Mitsubishi also offers a decade 100,000-mile warranty, but only 13 people ever bought their vehicles this year. Oh, okay, I added that last part, but I mean, do you know anyone who bought a Mitsubishi lately? Again, with Mitsubishi, sorry about the ADHD today, I just can't help but think of King of the Hill. Every time I hear Mitsubishi, I hear Hank Hill's dad, Cotton Hill, go, Mitsubishi, they made the planes at bomb Pearl Harbor, which, yes, Mitsubishi Heavy Industries used to have the automotive group under it as well. Now it's a separate entity, but fun fact of the day, I suppose. Now, they say, quote, Ram recently joined the club with its entire range of pickup trucks, supposedly because owners are keeping their vehicles for longer periods of time as prices have increased. True. I say Lamborghini's clientele arguably isn't sensitive to such market trends, making life harder for the average consumer, but they're certainly mindful of the vehicle's resale value. That's perhaps part of why the brand is staked this initiative, amusingly described as a commitment to defeat time. These days, there's supposedly a war on everything going on, so it's appropriate that Lamborghini has launched a war on the most basic concepts. I, for one, support it, which, yeah, I mean, this is a good idea for marketing and branding, and it will get them maybe a couple sales even. Now, I say this is especially brilliant in terms of the unlimited mileage warranty, because of all the vehicles that don't get a lot of miles on it, Lamborghinis are up there. This isn't like a Honda Civic, which I love my Honda Civic. It's green, it's cool, it's hip, it's got 3 pedals like all cars should have by default. But it's kind of sad. Some of the best luxury cars and performance cars on the planet are just garage queens. They're used to go to, in this case, SUV Lamborghini, they'll be used to go to Costco and soccer practice, which, don't get me wrong, Costco is a great establishment. Not the point, not my point. But these, on average, are not going to get a lot of miles put on them. It's a luxury item. It's most likely not their only vehicle. It's one of their accessories. So the odds that these are going to get high miles, unless you're renting it out, which I would debate would probably defeat, in terms and conditions, defeat the the actual vernacular and legal obligation of the warranty. I mean, with the exception of that, this isn't really going to cost them much because they won't get that many miles. It really is peace of mind that won't cost Volkswagen Auto Group a lot of money, but will make some consumers feel happy. I also do wonder, again, they do not specify here, very few companies will stand by it. I do wonder if they actually did include a warranty that covered track use. That would be awesome. Now, that is very rare. When I go to the track, it's mostly Mazda Miatas, Porsches, some Corvettes, Honda Civics. And you do see there's a guy who actually does track a Mercedes AMG GT. It's awesome. I wish more of those cars were on track. But yeah, Lamborghini, I think I've seen maybe one actually being used at the track. And if they actually have a warranty that would cover track use, which again uses and abuses the vehicle a lot more than just street driving, that'd be even cooler. Again, the frequency that a Lamborghini actually touches a track pavement is probably so infrequent, it's not worth them even thinking about. But to guys like me, I love that. I think that'd be pretty cool. And again, Lamborghini's made fun of for years in terms of lack of reliability. I was about to say it's worse than Ford, but let's be honest. So Ford's had over 115 recalls this year. Nothing is worse than a Ford. Like, in comparison, you could debate, this is the reasonable or responsible buying decision is getting a Lamborghini over a luxury Ford vehicle. But in all seriousness, it's pretty cool. It's a good idea for Volkswagen Auto Group to roll this out to the Lamborghini. And I do think there's some truth to the fact that they're worried about the resale value. A lot of people that buy these luxury vehicles, they're not like the Honda Civic guys like me, where I just hit 90,000 miles. I will die before I sell that baby. I love her. I mean, people buy luxury products, especially these high-end things like Porsches, Lamborghinis. They buy it for a couple of years and then they sell it. Then they buy a new one in a couple of years and they sell it. They do not hold on to their vehicle for the average consumer, which I believe is around 11.5 to 12 years is on average how long consumers in the United States will hold on to their vehicle. That fluctuates a little bit with the economy, but that is kind of the good average or a rule of thumb. So it's pretty good, interesting news about Lamborghini. But yeah, let me know. Let me know. Do you think this will increase their sales, or think it won't have much of an effect? Let me know your thoughts, because as always, be fascinated to hear what you have to say. Thank you, everyone, for taking the time to tune in today. Again, try to get 6,000 subscribers by the end of the month, so click that button. I greatly appreciate it. Also, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, and comment. It's a great way to give me some additional feedback. Let me know how to make the show better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone, everyone. Just stay safe, fight the good fight.